Hey guys, aidandabest here. Now before this video begins, I want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. I know most of you aren't subscribed, and that's pretty standard, but I would really appreciate a subscription. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, aidandabest here on another video, and today I'll be joined by Jacob Butter again.
Well met, lords and ladies.
And we're reviewing episode 2 of Meta Runner, basically. So, basically, this episode, I was kind of just talking to Jacob about this, but this episode did feel rather short.
I mean, yeah, I think it's around the same length as the last one, actually.
No,
I mean,
the last one was
me,
13 minutes. The video was 11 minutes 20 seconds, but discounting the intro and the credits, it was like 9 minutes and 20 seconds, so it really wasn't that much longer.
I see. Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. It's hard to tell in a premiere how long something's gonna actually go on for if you actually have the time.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem with
beforehand
premieres. I don't
it.
really like to use them because of that reason, because I barely get to know how long an episode is, because it just kind of bugs me. Like, listen, I want to know if it's a longer episode or not.
Yeah. Honestly, I like premieres because of the interactivity you can get sometimes and seeing people's actual like live reactions. However, the trade-off for that in the case of the glitch company clearly is that people just spam the word "pog" multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know what POG means. Tell me if you know what POG means. Just tell me in the comments. So basically, the plot of this episode is like the first major part of this episode basically has Theo using the glitch we saw in episode 1 of season 1 to break out of that room he was placed in.
Yeah, I know. How convenient.
Yeah,
that
that is
room
kind of
happens to
weird how his
operate
game
on the
physics
exact
like
same
actually
furniture
work.
physics.
Because like his game physics from his actual game work in their like servers, and so it's just kind of weird how that works.
Okay, see, I don't. Okay, I have a question for you, Aidan, because I don't remember this. But in the first episode, when that glitch is first shown, is it shown in Theo's game?
Yes, the way the glitch is shown is basically
Okay.
Belle has to do that glitch to throw her far away so she could hit it, but it managed to toss him through the wall. Basically, he used that with the stool.
Okay, wait, hang on. Actually, that kind of makes more sense then, because if they have to make it compatible with the Theo character, it makes sense about the same physics as his game. So actually, that makes sense now.
Yeah, and then although in the real world he doesn't actually have his game powers, where the coconut doesn't go flying back to him, or he can't levitate on the flying
Well,
coconut.
yeah, but I mean, obviously, the fact that he was glitching out when he was outside of his game and now is not doing so means that to program a room that had the same using the same engine software as his game, and happened to not have another Theo model in it, of course, because that would have caused way more problems than it was worth.
Yeah. So one thing that was interesting about this episode, though, is it barely had Tari in it. Like season 2 has barely any Tari in it.
That is actually true. That is something that I feel like, yeah, it's weird to exclude your main character like that. I mean, I understand that there's some certain series that have a few of the main characters kidnapped at first, but once you get beyond that aspect, it's hard to know what to do with them afterwards. Like, yes, they are kidnapped. Now what?
I mean,
Essentially.
there was a bit of setup in this episode that she may want to get in the dating sim so she could go meet. What's his name? Oh no, I forget his name.
Oh yeah, that's true. She was saying like some of my best friends are otakus. I was thinking, yeah, one best friend, one specific one, Lamar. Lamar's his name,
Yeah, I
and
forgot his name.
and honestly, that makes perfect sense. Like he would be the type of person who would probably have that game. Although we then see that Lamar and Lamar and crew are actually very broke at the moment and probably wouldn't be able to afford that game even if they wanted to play it.
Yeah,
Much less
but
the
and then
console
there's
that
one interesting thing. So like Belle actually gets a chance to interact with Theo because he was in the servers, and she remarks, "Wait, you're in the servers." So my personal theory is that she's gonna go to Theo and then gonna get him out of that room so he could look around the servers and get the information she needs. That's my personal theory.
Yeah, unfortunately, Theo didn't really like explain like where he was trapped exactly. He didn't like mention the room. He said he was in the server, granted, so she has the motivation to do so, but not the knowledge to actually get him anywhere at the moment.
She's smart. She couldn't find a way.
She still works for Tentacle. She knows that smart. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
and then we actually get to and we get to see Elizabeth again. Is Elizabeth? Is the name Elizabeth? Or no, Evelyn. I keep messing up on her name. And one aspect of her that I forgot to mention last time is her like LED stuff, her LED bands on her change with her emotions. I feel like that's a cool element of her character to visually show her emotions. Although at this
I actually
moment in
didn't
time
notice
she's
that.
relatively shallow of a character. I don't know. She hasn't got that much development on her yet, even though this is her second appearance.
I mean, if she wears her emotions almost literally on her sleeve, then maybe that explains the shallowness a little bit.
Yeah. And then
I don't
let me
know
talk about
because
one of my
although I
major
will say, although
so
she seems like a super rival, almost like there's no real depth to her. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be mean for the sake of being mean. I am now top dog, even though Belle and Tari both exist at this point.
yeah. So
Look at
now
you, giving me
now what's important to talk about is the scene I had an issue with.
oh
Or remember or we were talking about this while we were reacting. Remember the scene of Masa and Lamar and um
oh yeah, of course they're not our friends.
oh yeah, because that was a BS logic. Like they know from the finale. Like I rewatched the finale multiple times, and they know Theo didn't obviously know. Or and plus, if even if he was purposely a spy, why would he work with people who have the capability to possibly murder him with the whole smashing of his game during the finale? Like if he obviously
Well,
knew,
look, why would anyone?
yeah,
Yeah, why would anyone do that? Like, if he was working with them, clearly they would not have smashed the game in
yeah,
the
they would
first
have been like
place.
Theo. Well, we got to go, and then he'd be like, "All right, boss man," and he'd walk away. It would have been like that, but no, and then like obviously he's like, "Oh, Tari knew the person who ended up getting Lucidia killed," and it's like, not really. She has amnesia. She's an amnesiac. How is she supposed to? She doesn't know.
I think the hatred isn't warranted. But although at this point, like I get like 6 months into their friendship, I feel like at this point, or not into their friendship, I mean, into their partnership or co-workership or whatever it is, like she would have noticed that yeah, she is definitely personality wise not the same person. So she is. I mean, if there's anything, she would have tried to like exploit like any sort of details she might remember, or try to get rid of her amnesia, or do something. She'd have been proactive in some sort of way around Tari rather than just shunning her. Maybe that's why the whole character of what was it, Lisbeth or whatever, was introduced. So we have somebody who's actually like was supposed to root against this time rather than just root against Belle, who even back in season one wasn't actually like a full-on antagonist. Like you kind of got where she was coming from, so it's not like you hated her in general. So
Yeah,
once again, making sure that Lisbeth is completely useless.
yeah. Elizabeth really is kind of an inconsequential villain in my opinion. She doesn't work like obviously we have obviously what's his name the leader of task corps is obviously meant to be the more complex villain. I mean like least
Oh yeah,
complex,
Lux.
not Lex, but Lex is obviously meant to be obviously evil and not that complex at the moment.
Wait, Lex. Lex is in like Lex
Lex,
Luthor.
Lex obviously is
Wrong
not.
villain, I'm afraid. Wrong
Basically
villain
he is meant
mastermind.
to be a non-complex villain, but he's meant to be like a powerful force that's evil and that's threatening our heroes. And Belle is meant to be the
Yeah,
more
not-
conflicted and complicated villain-ish kind of character, where she's complicated, where she's not really a villain, but she's not really a hero, and she's kind of morally gray. Yes, she does horrible stuff occasionally, but you get where she's
all in
coming
the
from.
name of getting Lucidia back.
Yeah. So the
Through the
point,
power of friendship.
pretty much. So, and also we get to see the robot fighting game, which we barely get to see that again. I hope we actually get like more scenes in there because listen, I don't want it to be like the game introing the first episode because that game was vague. I don't listen. There was I don't really get like the point of that game. Like what was that game
I
exactly?
feel like yeah. Again, I don't remember that precisely, but maybe that was just to show the fact that yes, we are in a world where video games kind of like rule the universe as such.
Anyways, guys, I feel like I'm gonna end the episode here. Leave a like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. please hit the like button. Or I will have Jacob make scary British noises under your bed.
Once again, I've been practicing.
Yes. So, yeah. Bye, guys.